Have you ever wondered whether if you're actually wasting your life or not? Well, today that's what we are going to find out. We're going to talk about why you could be wasting your life away. Hello, friends, and this is Victoria. Welcome back to Whimsy Fuzz, where we can be our true, raw, unfiltered, and authentic self. This is a space and place where we get to practice being ourselves and also leveling up, becoming the best version of ourselves, and also to live the dream life, living our dream life, and not someone else's. So today's topic is you might be wasting your life away. To be honest, I think a lot of people are probably wasting their lives away. And I will tell you a little bit why. The first question I would like to ask, or you can also ask yourself, is what do I want to do, or what do I want in this lifetime? Not next life, or maybe like next time, or like no, this life, because this is the only one that you get to live. I don't think you'll remember the next life. If you do, I'd love to learn and know what that experience is like and how you did it and how you remember all the different lifetimes that you've lived. It's like, I don't think I've ever met anybody that's like that. That'll be really interesting though. But today we're mostly talking about what do you want to do with this life of yours. Now let's take a deep breath and really think about it. I had to ask myself this and come to realization that the life that I was living was definitely like not what I wanted to live. I realized that it was things that other people wanted me to live like, but that wasn't my true authentic self. It wasn't the things that I personally wanted to live like. So it was really eye-opening. It's like a wake-up call where it's like, oh my god, like that's not what I wanted. I thought I wanted it, but I was confused of having either family, friends, surroundings, community, or even social media, the world, right? And it's really eye-opening and a wake-up call to actually truly be honest with yourself and ask whether if this life that you're currently living is the one that you want to live for the rest of this life. And for me, it was quite the clear answer. I was quite miserable. I wasn't happy. That was one thing that I knew. The things that I was doing didn't really bring me the true happiness. It was like a surface level happiness where it's like, yay, like I'm successful and all that stuff, but deep down I'm like, yeah, but this is like someone else's success. It felt like someone else's. It didn't felt like mine. So that was a really important lesson for me, and I hope that this will be a very important lesson for you. And you have to make sure that you ask yourself this, like right now, right in this moment, are you, like, what do you want to do with your life? Right? Time is short, and that's like another thing that I see a lot of today, people today, mostly the younger people and older people, like just generally people in the society right now, where there's no urgency. Like everybody's just like walking, living zombies. They're like like like, you know, it's like they're like going through life on like autopilot, but they're like not in the driver's seat. They're like on the passenger seat, letting something else just drive them wherever they go, and then they're wondering, where did the time go? What in the world am I doing here? Like, why am I here? And if you're having these questions pop up in your brain, like, what am I doing? Or why am I doing this? That sends a really big alarm saying that, okay, you're like conscious for a bit and you woke up a little bit from this dream world of yours, which is not your true reality. Your true reality is living your dream life, getting all the things that you want, all the things that you desire, and that's it. And I think it's, if you do have those questions in your mind and then you're asking yourself that, then it's a good sign of taking action. So I'm trying to see how would be a good tip for you. Like, if you feel like, okay, now that I know that this isn't exactly the way I want to live, I don't want to continue 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 30 years down the road and continue living this particular life that I have currently right now. Well, let's take a first step. And the first step doesn't have to be huge or anything, because guess what? You already kind of took the first step. You noticed. High five. Woo! You noticed. So that's a great first step, because if you didn't notice and you're still in that dream and you're still in the dream world and you're just like on autopilot living like a zombie, yeah, I don't think you'd be watching this video. So good job on noticing that. Now the next step after that is actually taking action and doing something, because if you don't take action, you can easily go back to sleep and go back to that dream world that you don't want to live, you're not happy with, and you're back into the loop. So you finally broken the pattern, the loop, the cycle. You finally like woke up, but then you went back into the dream, and that's like, I don't want that to happen. At least not for me. I'm not sure about you though, but I don't want to go back into that sleeping state. I want to make sure that I'm conscious of what I'm doing, I'm present, and I am going to build my dream life and get all the things I desire. So that will be the next step, is to take action. So what kind of action would be good to take? Well, first thing is definitely rewiring your brain. So now that you know that, okay, this is something that I don't want, well, now the question is, what do you want? And if you don't know, this is a good time to explore and experiment. Mostly if you're young. If you're in your like teenage years, even if you're in your 20s, it's a good time. Like, even if in your 30s and you woke up from this dream, it's never too late. The only time is too late is that you passed away and everything's like done for, like death. Yeah. Talking about death, I remember there's this one quote that M mentioned from Emma on the Brain, and she was like, life is about the journey, not the destination, right? If it were to be about the destination, it's called death. You die. That's the destination. So, and that was such a really interesting take on it, and it's so true. It's like we take for granted that we're going to live forever, and like we could, but currently reality, death is probably more possible than anything in our lives. So now we want to make sure that we live our life and not someone else's. And that's the thing that I say all the time in all of these videos. And I want to make sure that everybody kind of has that information sink in. I'm rewiring your brain too while I rewire my brain. Live your life. Live your life, not someone else's. And getting that question answered is your next duty to yourself. Do it for yourself. Do it so that you don't waste your life. So what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do with this life in particular? Because this is the only one that you have. You only have the now. You don't have the past. You don't have the future. You only have now. So once you've figured out more or less of what you want to do with your life, then we can move on to the next step and see what can you do to start moving the momentum, because you're already having the momentum going. You woke up, you took action, asked the question, now I know what to do with my life, and now what is the next action that you can do? And then there's no right or wrong in this. Remember this, there is no right or wrong. Trust in your feelings. Meditating is really good because you kind of concentrate within and just feel like, what do I feel excited about? That was also another great example from M, where it's like, you have so many choices. You can list down all the things that you want to do, and which one are you most excited to start? And then just start that. Just start. And there's no right or wrong way to start. And I would still, okay, this is a little bit tricky because I don't want you to go down to the rabbit hole and do research, because that's just pausing that momentum, that movement, and then you're just going to analysis paralysis. You're just gonna stop because you're gonna get so overwhelmed of all the things that you need to do. So I would try to stay away from that. Just start as simple as possible. A great example is this YouTube channel. I started this in 1 week. It was really quick. I wanted the least amount of resistance. I don't want to edit. I don't want to do anything. I just want to talk directly, being really true, being raw, no edits, just raw video. And that took off really quickly, and it made me move forward. And this actually tells my brain that doing the things I say I'm going to do, and that creates confidence, that boosts confidence, and confidence boosts dopamine as well, which is super cool. And that makes the momentum keep on moving. Like, you don't have to move too fast, but like, just keep moving. Do something different every day. And when I mean different, I mean do something different from the things that you're currently doing. Like, I don't want you to learn to cook and then learn to be an athlete and learn to be a dancer and learn. No, that's not what I mean by doing different stuff. Doing different stuff means that, okay, today I'm recording this video, I'm talking about why you're wasting your life and all that stuff. How can I change this particular video and make it unique and different from the last video that I made? So that's like a small difference, but still related to your goals. So your direction's still the same, but you're doing something different to make it better, different, and experimenting and trying different things to see what would work. That's the main goal. You keep the momentum going, and you want to make sure and test out different things, because you don't know exactly what would hit. And then as you do more of that with trial, test, and error, you'll see what you like, you'll see what resonates with you, and you'll find the thing that works for you. Another great example of this is basically decision making, and that also is a huge killer, because once you're undecisive of, do I want strawberry or pineapple or watermelon, or right, it's just too many choices. Just pick one, try it, and then you'll definitely know it. So that's actually the cheat code for it, is to see all the flavors that you like. Okay, I'm gonna try this one first. This is okay, not as hot. I'm gonna try that one. I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna try that one. I'm gonna try this one. And then after, once you try it all, there's nothing else to try, right? So you're like, okay, I know I like the watermelon. I like the strawberry. I'm not too sure about the grape, right? Kind of idea. So, but yeah. And that's it for today's video. I hope this information was helpful. I hope it was a wake-up call for you. And I want you to not just make this video entertainment. I want you to take action. So please, please, please take one action, even if it's just noticing that you woke up from this dream and you're like, I don't want to live this life anymore. I want to change. I want to live my dream life. That is amazing. High five, high five. That is amazing. And then now keep the momentum going. You got this. Remember, you are amazing. You got this. You can do it. You can change your life, and you're going to live your dream life. I believe in you. Let's do this. We got it. You got it. So until the next episode, I'm really curious what else I would like to share. But you can comment down below and see what you think. And if you do wake up, I'd love to know and find out, what do you want to do with your life? So comment down below, and see you in the next episode. Over here, over here. Let's relax.